Welcome to this explainer. We are jumping right into the cellular recharge from prime IV hydration and wellness to uncover the actual biological secrets behind aging and energy. Look, if you've been digging around for the real, hard science on why your energy levels completely change over time, you are in exactly the right place. So, why exactly does your biological engine start sputtering once you hit middle age? You know the feeling, right? The chronic fatigue, the brain fog, the workouts that take days to recover from instead of hours. You definitely aren't alone in this. It isn't just about needing an extra shot of espresso in the afternoon. It's a cold, hard reality of your biology. To really grasp what's going on, we have to zoom way in and look deep under the microscopic hood of your cells. Think about this number for a second. 50%. Scientific research tells us that by the time you reach middle age, your body's natural levels of cellular fuel have plummeted by up to half compared to when you were in your 20s. You're essentially trying to drive a high-performance car on half a tank of gas, permanently. No wonder the daily grind feels so unbelievably heavy. Section 1. The Cellular Energy Crisis. Okay, let's pop the hood and look at the machinery. Every single cell in your body relies on mitochondria to generate ATP. Think of ATP as the literal electricity powering your entire house. It provides the absolutely critical energy needed for your brain to process complex information and for your muscles to actually contract. Without a massive, constant supply of it, our internal systems just kind of shut down. But here's the kicker. As we age, accumulated free radicals and oxidative stress basically trash these sensitive cellular engines. Environmental toxins, processed foods, poor sleep, they literally physically damage the mitochondrial membrane. And the result? A huge systemic drop in ATP that you experience as prolonged muscle soreness and that completely draining daily lethargy. Your power plants are breaking down. Which brings us to Section 2, NAD+, your body's currency. So to fix this microscopic energy grid, we need to introduce the exact compounds your body uses to manufacture power. Without sufficient NAD+, your cells simply cannot generate fuel, period. And this is exactly where Niagen comes in. It's a heavily researched, patented precursor that your body easily and rapidly converts into NAD+. By introducing it, you're giving your body the exact raw materials it needs to efficiently rebuild that vital supply. And this highlights a massive hidden problem. You have these proteins called sirtuins, known as the guardians of the genome. Their job is to repair broken DNA strands, but they are entirely dependent on NAD+ to function. So if your NAD+ levels are low, your sirtuins are essentially on strike. By bringing Niagen into the mix, you are effectively paying your internal repair crew to get back to work before that cellular damage becomes permanent. Section 3. The bioavailability bottleneck. Now that we know what our cells are literally starving for, let's talk about why typical over-the-counter solutions are failing us. If you're buying an oral vitamin to solve a cellular problem, your body is only absorbing maybe 20 to 30% of it. Think about that. Up to 70% of your investment is literally going down the toilet. For true optimization, bioavailability is the only metric that matters, whereas an IV drip ensures complete, immediate, 100% absorption. You might be wondering, why are oral supplements so incredibly inefficient? Well, oral Niagen has to navigate the highly acidic gauntlet of your stomach, plus the liver's complex filtration system. These are fragile molecules we're talking about. IV therapy completely bypasses the digestive tract, delivering the full, potent dose directly to your tissues intact. Section 4. Inside the IV experience. Let's move to the macro view and see how this builds into an actual physical experience at Prime IV Hydration and Wellness down in Wall Township. Forget the cold, sterile doctor's office vibe. The whole process begins with a rigorous biological assessment by medical professionals, followed by a painless IV insertion. From there, it's all about careful titration to find your perfect, comfortable infusion rate without any of that weird chest pressure or flushing. This is absolutely crucial. High stress actually inhibits how well treatments work. But by relaxing in a zero-gravity chair in this curated spa-like environment, your cortisol drops. Your body enters a rest and digest parasympathetic state. Giving yourself that 60 to 90-minute sanctuary forces your body to relax, meaning you are biologically primed for optimal absorption of the Niagen right alongside the hydrating saline carrier. Section 5. The longevity game. With the delivery system totally optimized, let's talk about what you'll actually feel. Immediately, people literally describe it as someone wiping the dust off their mental windshield. The brain fog lifts. Sleep becomes way deeper and far more restorative. But the true value? That's in the long-term changes. We're talking mitochondrial biogenesis and robust DNA repair that actively protects your brain against age-related decline. As we all know, longevity is a marathon, not a sprint. That's why the clinic usually recommends an initial loading phase to really raise your tissue's baseline of NAD+. After that, it transitions into a precision maintenance schedule completely tailored to your unique biological burn rate. A highly stressed executive is going to burn through NAD+ much faster than someone with a quieter lifestyle, right? So the cadence has to be customized. Prime IV in Wall Township really elevates the clinical standard here. They treat every single client as a unique biological puzzle. It truly is the intersection of science and serenity, wrapping rigorous, medical-grade protocols inside an environment designed for absolute sanctuary and comfort. Taking a proactive stance against cellular aging isn't science fiction anymore. It's totally accessible science. So it really comes down to this. Are you ready to provide your mitochondria with the definitive fuel they need to keep you stronger and sharper than you ever thought possible? And ultimately, are you investing in the you of 30 years from now?